Well, the wind is blowing hard. I put the radio mic on with the phone over the top. I hope that's not too bad. But first of all, thank you for watching, liking, sharing and ringing the bell. Special thank you for all those who have subscribed. And if you're going to today because you're a regular user, then let me tell you, you're going to make an old man quite happy. Right, I'm going to look around here, and of course, if got a lot of these new buildings have gone up here in the what now is, I suppose, the central business district. The cladding on this hotel that's gone up in sections very, very quickly. So that's happened so quickly, it's unbelievable. Well, I hope you're not getting a lot of wind noise because, as I say, I put the radio mic on. Now, I've just had a delightful chat with a lovely couple on the train from Gurgaon in India, and they're vloggers just like me, so I think we're going to be subscribing to each other's channels. And I had a very interesting conversation. The young lady, we didn't swap names, but the young lady writes poetry as well. So we're going to be, I hope, we're going to be exchanging some poetry. But there we are. Hopefully, I think just before we left, we've got the information. So I think we've swapped Insta information. So hopefully we can contact and swap poetry. But we will have to see. Poor old daffs have had the best of it now. They're looking a bit sad and ragged, or ragged and sad. Who knows? Now, you could get the impression that today, as the sun is out, that it's a lovely warm day. In fact, it's blowing a hoolie, as my friend says. Oh, look, they've got most of the cladding on that now. Oh, my word. Few daffs still out. Yes, you can imagine that it's a warm day, but your imagination is fouled because narcissi are out. Look, they've come out later, but the wind's blowing them over because they're top heavy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Oh, my word. This ADHD won't let me concentrate. Right, anyway, as I was saying, you might imagine it's a warm day, but your imagination is faulty, simply because it's got a blowing gale. And this means that we are very chilly today. So, never mind. I'm thinking about a friend today who has got interviews. 9:30 she's got a group one, and then at 12:30 she's got an individual one. So we hope and pray that she will do very well, even if it means that she will move away to another area. But nevertheless, I wish her the very best. So, I do quite like these. They're rather interesting, aren't they? I don't know what they are. I never know what they're called. But they're sort of flowers, aren't they, really? Green flowers on a green plant. Now I've got to get across here, and the bus has decided to stop right there. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, here I go, don't worry, here I go. I'll get over. Oh, don't walk into the bus, Dave. Oh, now we've got to cross here. Another road. Greyfriars Green. That's this area, and that bit over there is the Greyfriars Green. Years ago, there were roads went around it, and I accidentally drove into the park, and I stopped by a policeman and said, where can you tell me where such and such is? And he said unto me, you shouldn't be driving in the park. I went, oh, sorry, and rapidly backed out of the park. Never mind. These things happen, as the saying goes in Phantom of the Opera. And then the lady singer says, see, these things do not happen. So, there we are. Good gracious, that was a bit loud. You'll have people looking at you thinking you're crackers. Well, you know, what an accurate description. There we are. Right, onwards and onwards we go. I do quite like that building. We've looked at that before, haven't we? We've looked at that building before. La da da dee, da 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 dum. Life's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Well, I've had a friend move house a week or two ago, and little by little, little by little by little by little by little, they are sorting the house. Periwinkle. Periwinkle. Not sort the house periwinkle. Look at these. Periwinkle. Very nice. Yes, they are little by little sorting their place out. I saw them yesterday and had a report. It's happening, but slowly. But nevertheless, and we've had another friend who moved house yesterday. We wish her well as well, and hope that the boxes are unpacked or that things are doing okay. So, lots of movement and happening. I wonder if I will ever get linked to the couple I was chatting with, who I met on the station just now, the poet and the bloggers. So we will see. We will see. They've got a lot more subscribers than me, but also they have the same tiny percentage of subscribers relative to viewers. So, you know, in fairness, I think it's a common factor. Now, shall I go that way or this way? Yeah, it's a common factor that only a tiny percent subscribe. I'm not too certain why that is, but mine is 0.02% of everybody who looks at it actually subscribe. 0.02. That's tens, hundredths, 200ths of a percent. Amazing. But there we are. That's the way it goes, and they said they've got a similar issue. I think it's common. People love the content, but they're not happy to help people by subscribing. But they're happy to look, and that's a fascinating factor. But never mind, that's not a moan, that's a fact. If I start to moan, you'll go, oh, it's moaning. I love Limar. Whoever's Limar? I don't know, that's been a mess there for a while. I don't know when they're going to put something back in there. I don't know what oh yeah, China Red. They've still left up all these things here. Look, 2021, we're in 23 now. Entertainment exchange. Sounds strange. The stuff in there is really cheap. Of course, the word cheap goes with nasty. I should really say everything in there is inexpensive, because the word cheap matches so often in people's minds as nasty. Look at these lovely colours. When the sun's out, it shines all these different colours in here. It's very nice indeed. Now, it used to be a cafe. It's now a live men. It used to be a cafe, and they used to come out onto the pavement, but that's all gone now. And here are the stalls for the food. So now this stupid phone has swapped it over for 4K to 1080 again. I wish I knew why it does it. I don't change it. It changes. But there we are. Such is life. Oh, the smell of food coming through here is lovely. But I think I will go to Bella Italia for my lunch later. And yes, I've not long had my breakfast. I rang a friend, she said she's in bed. Then she rang me and I was having breakfast. So she said, we've been trying to call each other for a few days now. And we visited her about a year ago, way up north. But we haven't had a chat for a month or so. And I don't know what they're doing here. What are they doing here? Well, I think I'm going to stop here. We'll start again in a minute.